All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Season 4, Week 5. Coach Cole and the East Bay Earthquakes taking on Zjayne and the Tampa Tusks. Only got one win between the two of us, so definitely backs against the walls for both of us as we, come in on about the midpoint of the season. Should be next week, midweek. So not great for starts for both of us. I still think we're both dangerous. I think Zjayne's a really good battler, so definitely not taking this one lightly by any means. And this week we actually have a new team. Totally swapped out everybody. It was a really gutsy call, and maybe it was an overreaction, but we kind of wanted to, these are also guys we've been wanting to use this Sun, and it was available. I think maybe if there wasn't as good of a strat available, we might not have done it. I'm not sure, because I think we could have ridden out with those guys, but here we are with the Sun team now, which is funny because it's not quite our usual style to play Sun. It's more hyper offense than we usually like playing, so it's definitely going to be kind of a learning curve, which is really tough when your back's against the wall, but it's what the decision's been made, so we were rocking with it. Let's get into the team breakdown. First up is Torkoal. He was 4 attacking moves, but he's just so passive. So this week, especially into his team, I think it didn't feel great. Also, he's super important to spin this week, so it's another reason why it's not super important. But yeah, Yawn Stealth Rock, really good to keep up momentum, and then Lava Plume with the burn chance. Decent damage in the Sun, but nothing crazy. He has max defense. I do want to keep him around for Weavile. It's pretty good check overall into that thing. Obviously, it doesn't resist the knocks. We do have Terra Fairy. I would like to not pop this, but it's definitely an option. Also good if we're getting Fickle Beam to death by Hydrapple. Not much else to say about him, really. I mean, heavy duty boots because he's our spinner this week. So we have to be, the Sun's not going to be up for very long. Got to keep track of that. Make sure we're doing good about that overall. I'm writing down my guys because I forget to do it sometimes. Up next is Comfy, AV, Max, Spadef. I felt like we needed it to make sure we could check Sandy Shocks better. Make sure we have a way to slow that thing down. Thundy felt like a good option until you see he gets Power Gem, and then that's just all it takes is one guess, and we're dying, especially with the Sun boost. So that's definitely the reason he's here versus Thundy T. And another reason is also, like we mentioned, that Fickle Beam. Keeping him from clicking that is really important. We do still want to switch into it, but I think there'd be times where we want to go Slither, because Slither's a really good switch into Hydrapple if he's not clicking the move. So that means doubling off him or you turning into him is not bad. Yeah. That's Comfy. Knock off just because there's no, synthesis with AV. I don't expect it to get knocked off in a scenario where we live too. So, yeah, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, U-turn. We're probably just going to be clicking U-turn, which is funny because we are minus attack, but it's not the point, just to get out. Take the hit and get out. Best thing you could do is keep Volt Switching with Shocks. That would be really annoying. Hopefully he doesn't do that. Or he's doubling off Hydrapple a lot, which he could do, because it gets value from regen. Up next is our first Trenches guy, and that's Heatran. He's definitely our go-to risk guy if we're not sure about it. Everyone else feels really, really important. Heatran, although good, doesn't necessarily feel important. He is really good, though, and once he goes, we'll feel that right away, I think. So hopefully the longer he lasts, the better. But it's not the worst thing in the world if he goes down. Fire Blast, that is a choice because we could have been Overheat and we could have been, even Flamethrower or something, but we wanted Fire Blast because I feel like it's a good mix of damage and not having too much of a drawback. Obviously, 85 accurate isn't great, but it's more accurate than a lot of moves. So it's not the worst thing in the world to click, and it's still 110 base power, so it's really, really strong. In the Sun, at 2-hit KOs a lot of things. Earth Power is really good. For Dirge, potentially Empoleon that's chipped. Grafai, you know, as if those, you know, fire moves gonna get him too. But it's for those doubles, you know, or you're in front of one guy and you want to hit the next guy too. Flash Cannon was Solar Beam, but once we switched to Scarf this week, it felt really silly to have Solar Beam Scarf be a set. We also don't plan on Terra Heatran more than likely, so it felt like we had to go with the move we had, and Flash Cannon felt like the best. Power Gem was another option. But because of Corv, it kind of feels kind of worthless, but that's not necessarily true because it does hit other guys, like Staraptor and stuff, so. And then Stealth Rock is just good to keep up momentum. I expect him to have decent switches into Heatran for a while, so getting up rocks is really good. And any turn we can make Corv defog, especially, dude, if Corv's not there, rocks go up the first time and they're staying up, so. And we kind of really want to see Corv, and if we can make him defog a lot, that's really good for us. That's just free switches every time. Up next is Slitherwing. Bulky, max HP, max attack. He is Proto for the attack. First impression U-turn, felt like we needed good prio. Don't have great prio overall. In this current roster, we're getting some better ones next week when the trades kick in, but not quite much right now. So definitely want to bring first impression. And it's good, it hits Weavile Serp. A little scared about Terra. It's really easy to tear out a first impression. So don't want that to be the only way we can beat those things. So I have to be careful about giving up, you know, Torque or Heatran too early, or even like Wake. Yeah. And Comfy's okay too against Weavile because of the prio. Weavile's gonna have a tough matchup, but again, a Terra SD set definitely can always do it for you. There's a reason he's so high points still. Flare Blitz in the Sun is boosted. EQ obviously strong. We could have been CC, but it's nice that we can hit Empoleon and Dirge with EQ and not do 0 into the next guy. Yeah, so we U-turn a lot in front of Hydrapple. Again, we want Comfy to help us get in Slitherwing more. Yep, Terra Water Luda, we just changed this. It was Terra Fairy for a while, but I feel like, I think I was worried about low kick doing so much, but then I looked, I'm like, Terra Water, low kick doesn't do that much. And it really helps the ice thing. So water it is. Do have to be careful about, is it Empoleon or someone has freaking freeze dry, I think. I should look that up, but I'm not going to. Anyway, this thing hits like a truck. Guts, Flame Order, we got to make sure, again, this is something that I wish we weren't having to deal with this week, but having to figure out when we can get them in for free and hopefully get that burn activated, because it's not easy to get Luna in and get that burn. Once it's burned, it can check Grafai and Meowstic if they come. It always has a chance against shocks. It's scary because the Earth powers can do a lot. But it's mostly going to be coming in on free switches against like bulkier guys. But we got to make sure we get the guts active first. After that, it goes through everybody. It's meant to speed creep a 4-speed Corviknight. So that means Corv, Dirge, Empoleon, Hydrapple, all are going to struggle if they're the swap-ins to this. He kind of has to go to either, he pretty much has to sack somebody every time, or Terra to beat this. Again, the 3 guys that eat the facade the best are Corv, Dirge, and Empoleon. Maybe Hydrapple, and we have ways to hit all 3 of those guys with our coverage moves. And we should be faster than all of them. So it's not great for them, and like everyone else is too frail, they're just going to die to a facade. So we might even just click facade the first time, don't even need to really guess into Dirge. And then Wake is the last guy. Proto Speed, still really strong. Specs, Fire. This was always the set that scared us the most when we would prep against it, because it's just insane. You have the speed boost in the Sun, and then the damage output from Specs, and it hits like a truck. 3 guys can take the Hydro Steams, okay. Hydrapple and Empoleon, because they 4 times resist, and Serp can maybe take like 1 probably. I don't know, he could maybe take more depending on how bulky it is. I don't expect to see Serp though. I think he could bring it because Glare is always super annoying, but Volt Absorb Thunderous on paper should make you really not want to bring Serperior. But I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. We want to be careful. There's times where we got to flip turn to keep momentum, especially early. I think the first time we might flip turn, but we'll see. We might, again, this is a more offensive thing. I don't think we can afford to play super defensive, so hopefully we do well with this team. I'm pretty nervous, that's for sure. You know, anyone that thinks this is going to be an easy one, I think everyone's watching live with Zjayne anyway. I forgot to change it to Tampa Tusks. That's my bad, Zjayne. Everyone looks good. Hopefully everything's correct. I kind of want to load in a little early because I want to change my music and I haven't had the right music for a minute. Alright, let's get back to something we like. Oh no, I was back this way. Yeah, Elite Four is something we usually do. So now just wait. So hopefully we can stay focused here. We are searching. Okay. Okay, so you should be searching here any minute. Trying to relax again. Feel a little nervous going into this. Never feels fun playing like Weavile, Staraptor, Superior on paper. They're all really scary. Shocks is pretty scary. I have a pretty good 7 I think are going to come. I just don't know which bulk guy he's not going to bring, unless he decides to bring them all, which I think would be a mistake. I think Corv makes the most sense to not bring. Should have kept the Discord up until he logs in. So yeah, I want to make sure we're lining up guys right away. Ooh. I feel like he's icing us. Oh shit. Okay, now I got it right. Elite Four. We're gonna lead Torkoal for sure. We have our leads, what we want to do. Changed them up a little bit last second after talking to Nick on some of these. Not all of them are super ideal, but we don't want to lose turn 1. It's usually our goal is don't take a high risk. Turn 1, do it later when you need to, but obviously not too late when you don't have any pieces left. So I see things popping up for the live, so it looks like it's going. There we go. Good luck, have fun. He did bring Serp, so I wonder if that's Terra or Glare. Did not bring Weavile. I kind of had a feeling he might not bring it last second, but I get it. Empoleon, Skeledirge. So we for sure lead Torkoal. Got another minute here. He did bring Corv. And Shocks. So we got Comfy. Empoleon's interesting. Staraptor's super annoying. Definitely want to keep Heatran for that. Superior is also kind of annoying. Heatran's not bad, as well as Torque. Empoleon. I do kind of like Luna, maybe. And then Dirge could be Wake. And then Corviknight, I guess, is also kind of Heatran Torque. Not Not super ideal overall what he brought for us, but I think it's okay. See what goes on here. No Weavile, super interesting. Torkoal's kind of opened up. Again, he could probably do okay against Superior until he Terra Grounds. But then he's not Scarfed, and if we have Sun Up, that could be okay. I'm expecting Shock's lead. Okay, he leads Empoleon. Interesting. I think Heatran's a good go. I think he wants to get up rocks. We could stay in and spin. Could also yawn. I want to take a Surf here. And he does have Dirge. I want to go Heatran. I don't like it totally because, well, the other option is go Ursaluna and just put out pressure right away. The Sun Surf does like 30. You know, I regret that. That was what we were gonna do. I thought about going Luna last second, but knock off. So that's okay. So Nox pretty annoying. I want to get up rocks pretty bad. Staying in. Curious what he's doing here. Surf. Surf's not doing that much. I think he's gonna switch here. Probably just seeing that damage. In the Sun, Fire Blast is gonna 2-hit KO. So I kinda wanna Earth Power. It's annoying a little bit. Two more turns of Sun, so this turn, yeah, and then it would end. Dang, he's staying in. He's super Spadef, that's why. He might be AV. Maybe AV. Earth Power does about 30, so I would think maybe AV? Maybe. He goes Sandy Shock. So this is the lead we were expecting him to go with. He does not have to Earth Power because we're so low. So we always go Comfy. I did not see what the proto was because I was not paying attention. I'm assuming Spatak. I guess we'll find out here. Volt Switch is pretty free. Yeah. It's okay, we tanked that pretty well. So now we have a pretty passive guy in, so we have to be careful. It should be the last time of turn of sun, I believe. It's a raptor. Rock's chip is good. So Heatran could be going down. Torkoal's interesting. You can get to it KO'd though, so I have to be careful. If I'm him, I just U-turn. Sucks with Heatran because now he's so slow. Whole team's slow now, which is a little annoying. So let's see what he goes for here. We're at 56, so yeah, Brave Bird should kill probably. Yeah. I mean, when else is Torque gonna get in? Right? And we want this stuff back up. So I kinda wanna yawn. I mean, the other option is go Wake into Torque. Beast Scarf. How much does Scarf do? God, it does so much. This might be a little passive, but it is what it is. Critical hit. Damn, that's brutal. That did a fuck ton. I think that might be banded. Shit, can we eat a banded hit with anybody? I don't think so. We might be in trouble. Or we need to terror somebody. Can Wake take one banded hit? Shit. I can't risk him staying in and killing. Oof. Glad I did not go Wake. That would have been really, really bad. I mean, U-turn Slitherwing kills for sure. Okay, well that sucked. Okay, so he's giving me this. That thing's gone now. Serp is scary. Serp with Terra is pretty scary still. Kinda have to go Wake, huh? Shit, what happened? Did that say special attacks heightened? That's crazy. I want to get Luna in with the sun up. Knock off. Oh, that was like the worst thing that could happen. I already saw knockoff. I don't know why I did that. Alright, this isn't going well at all. Oh, now EQ. Ain't gonna kill. Should go Corv, yeah. We are not playing this well, that's for sure. And we are not burned. Fire Punch ain't doing that much. This is our chance to get in Torque. This is not going well at all. Body press is really bad. Ooh. Interesting. I already showed you on though. Does a lot, but not enough to kill. I have to figure out why it keeps going to Spatak. Did I make this thing modest? Should be timid. I don't really have a good Terra left, right? He still has Dirge, which sucks. Dirge sucks big time. See it. So we should be able to bring Shocks back in. Still has Dirge, Shocks, Corviknight. He pretty much has to go Serp and Terra though, right? We outspeed Shocks unless it's Scarfed. Goes to Corviknight. I mean, he's screaming he's gonna Terra this, right? Why would you bring this in? I mean, do we have the option to swap? I mean, if he doesn't Terra this, I don't know what he's doing. Not having this thing burn is brutal. Okay, so it was a weird double. Interesting. Yeah, that was a bit passive on our end. Unfortunately, we can't let him set up here again, so we gotta go to the guy. Yeah, so Torque is last time coming in. Question is, how much can Serp take? It's a 2-hit KO. See what he does. So, this is turn 1 of the sun. The other option is to go Slither, but I don't know how much that does. Is that like the best use of our sun? It'll fucking kill him. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. Wow. What a live. I ain't gonna save you. Unless he's gonna Terra here. Just go Dirge. Don't be weird. Don't be weird and don't Terra and don't be weird. Just go Dirge. I'm like screaming for you to go Dirge. Please go Dirge. This might be too little too late, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully EQ can kill. Turn 2 is Slitherwing in. That was turn 3. We got 2 more turns, so if we switch Waken, we only have it up for 1 turn. It's not really worth it. So we'll go for the EQ. Hopefully it kills. We are on the sun boosted, so... That's turn 4. So sun for 1 more turn. It's not great. It didn't particularly matter because we didn't... Wake was wrong. It was attack boosting. I don't know why that is. If that's because I'm holding a Specs or if I fucked up the Mon. I might have fucked up the Mon. I don't know. Is there... I'm trying to think if there's like... I don't know, I was pretty sure I did it right, but to take a look. Should be timid. So he's got Serp, Corv, Shocks. Yeah, he goes Shocks. I don't think it kills, so... Well, it might now, yeah. You just Flare Blitz, hope to live. hope to die. I don't know what's better or worse. Ooh, we tank. Well, next guy's dying. I hope this kills. Really needed to. Alright, so it's just Shocks and Serp, but he does have Terra, so... I mean, we're at 23%. Leaf Storm would kill. We just have to let him and deal with Shocks otherwise. First impression's still good. Terra Rock. Interesting. It's Terra Rock. First impression does 72 to 84. I mean, we just Hydro Steam, right? And then... Game. That's right, we are not speed boosting. Damn it. I guess we had to go for the first impression kill. Alright, GG's, man. We could have played that better, for sure. He brought some good stuff and played it well. We didn't take very many risks, I think would be some other things we'd take away. But yeah, Zjayne gets his first win of the season. I think it also just goes to show how tough this season's going to be, man. GG, that's a 2-0? 2-0. Alright, see you guys next week.